Hey, Brian from I See Dead People 365, and behind me, or actually like on a screen, is a picture of my delivery van. Like I probably mentioned, I am a milkman, and on my routes, I cover a lot of like area, to say the least. So I see some strange things on the route, that's for sure. This was taken probably about 7 o'clock in the morning. I will put the still photo at the end in high definition, so you'll be able to like zoom in, take a look at everything, and then you can come to your own conclusions. So I'll basically kind of narrate you through the photo as we zoom in and stuff. And I'm always reluctant to take pictures to start off with. One, I think there's a huge I guess variant in like what I can see, what other people can see. I've taken photos before. I've seen photos that I've taken before, obviously, and I can look at them and I can see things that other people don't. This is one of these rare photographs that I had taken, with my phone digitally, and you can see a lot in here. You really can. And this is just kind of a glimpse into my world and what I see to a certain extent. I think people I've showed this to, 80% of the people can actually see all these things that I point out. There's some other things that I see that I'm just not going to mention because other people just don't see them in this photo. Anyway, it's digital. I know from different people have talked about ghost stories and stuff like that. Regular film tends to show up stuff a lot better. Digitally, not so much, but it's new age. Maybe the ghosts will catch up to our technology. But anyhow, take a look as I narrate through this. I actually have a screen that's a little bit lower here so I can see a little bit more detail instead of looking across my table at my camera. So if you see me not looking directly at the camera, I do apologize, and that's the reason for it. Also, this is the studio that I actually use for another channel that I do. Has to do a lot more with my, like mechanical stuff, my tool reviews, and everything else. But anyway, just to give you an idea, this isn't the normal studio I will be using. It just happens to have all the right equipment that I need here. Anyway, without further delay, let me press play on this video. So I got the cursor moving around. So first things first is it's going to zoom in to a figure that's in a graveyard. Now this is like 7 o'clock in the morning. So you can visibly see it looks like it might be somebody that like might be a nun or something else, and it is really early in the morning, but you can visibly see like there's a person standing there in a graveyard 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that's kind of weird to start off with. So as I zoom out to some other things, there's some other things that obviously I can see, but let's move through the frame of the photo. And so this one is kind of eerie. That is a small boy standing at a gravestone. You can kind of see the reflection in the gravestone, and that image coming back. You can kind of see his arm kind of outreached like he's touching the gravestone. I mean, come to your own conclusion. That is another person, figure that is kind of like off in the distance, basically kind of leaning back on another gravestone, and that's not something that's been etched into the gravestone. That is actual, something totally different on the frame. And just coming back to that small boy again, it's kind of interesting to see. There's a lot of other stuff in the background. Like I said, I will put the photo that you guys can digitally like zoom in so you can kind of like see things. This one's perhaps the spookiest. This was a house that I caught in the rearview mirror, and I actually didn't notice this until one of my family members actually pointed this out to me. But you can visibly see a figure in this window. I mean, it's eerie. It's kind of spooky. I kind of had a sense of there was a presence there, but I really didn't. That was like one of the last things I was looking at on this picture. But anyway, the screen going black, that's basically it for this. Let me see if I can't increase the size of this frame and make me kind of like bigger. Yeah, there we go. So anyhow, some strange things to look for in that picture. I will leave it at the ends. And again, please leave comments down in the comment section, and let me know like your thoughts, what you think, and we shall go from there. Anyway, Brian from I See Dead People. Be safe out there, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments.